Good evening and welcome to Poland Daily. I'm Nicholas Richardson and this is the news. For the second time in recent weeks, Polish Prime Minister Mateusz Morawiecki spoke to all representatives of the parliamentary caucuses about the situation in Belarus and the actions taken by the Polish authorities to support the pro-democracy citizens movement there. According to the head of the Prime Minister's Chancellery, Michał Dworczyk, the government has taken appropriate action addressed not only to those repressed by the regime, but also to Belarusian companies that wish to continue to operate their businesses in Poland.
We spoke about specific actions, which have already been carried out, among others, the support we gave to people affected by the protests. 40 people have received help in Poland so far, including medical aid or rehabilitation. These people are the victims of the riots that took place in Minsk and other cities in Belarus. Another important subject touched on during the meeting was the matter of Belarusian companies, mostly IT companies, which want to operate in Poland. Of course, we want every Belarusian to live in their country in freedom. We also want their businesses to develop in the same way, but for now, the situation requires Belarusian companies to leave their country. We offer special conditions for those companies prepared by the Polish Ministry of Development in collaboration with other ministries.
Responding to a request of the residents in the Istebna municipality, Deputy Minister of Justice Michał Dworczyk announced that he would request that the Attorney General file an appeal against the judgment of the Provincial Administrative Court in Gliwice, which voided an anti-LGBT ideology resolution adopted by the Istebna Municipal Council. 16 Polish local governments have adopted similar resolutions.
Today, Deputy Minister of Justice Michał Dworczyk called on the Attorney General to file an appeal against the judgment of the Provincial Administrative Court in Gliwice. The court had voided the resolution on counteracting LGBT ideology adopted by the Council of the Municipality of Istebna. As the Deputy Minister said, he acts on the request of the residents. The Provincial Administrative Court in Gliwice voided the resolution of the Istebna Municipality Council regarding the prohibition of promoting the LGBT ideology in this local community. People disagree. They collected several thousand signatures and handed it to me today. We will not leave the Highlanders alone, I promise. In September last year, the Council of the Municipality of Istebna in the Silesian Voivodeship adopted a resolution on suppressing the LGBT ideology, which was challenged by the Commissioner for Human Rights. The Provincial Administrative Court in Gliwice voided the resolution this July.
Tutaj widzimy jeden z absurdów polskiego prawa, który nie dotyczy tylko spraw obyczajowych, ale się zdarzało w wielu innych sprawach, że sądy różne w sprawach bardzo do siebie podobnych wydają różne wyroki. Te uchwały władz lokalnych dotyczące stref wolnych od LGBT.
According to the court, the local government exceeded its powers and passed the resolution in violation of the law, adding that the resolution discriminated against persons of a sexual orientation and identity other than heterosexual, thus violating Article 32 of the Polish Constitution, which says that everyone is equal before the law, has the right to equal treatment by public authorities, and that nobody may be discriminated against in political, social, or economic life for any reason. The court's contention that those who say LGBT ideology is about people is wrong. In total, 16 municipalities have adopted resolutions, declarations, or positions regarding LGBT ideology.
Leader of the ruling Law and Justice Party, Jarosław Kaczyński, said in an interview for the Sieci Weekly that he does not intend to contribute to a situation where there is no resistance to what he described as the offensive LGBT ideology in Poland. Kaczyński stressed that any action taken in this regard needs to be very carefully thought through.
Those who did not resist, there are plenty of examples in Europe, lost. I will not be a part of what I believe is threatening the very foundations of our civilization. After all, this civilization is, as my late brother Lech Kaczyński used to say, the most kind to humans in the history of the world. We need to fight this trend which is attacking us, but we need to do it wisely. Wisely does not mean not to fight at all, or with some extreme tenderness, or without readiness to use all the means which the state provides in the defense of rights.
Politicians from the Confederation Party have warned about the consequences of a new bill prepared by the ruling Law and Justice Party, which, in their opinion, would have the effect of releasing state officials from responsibility for actions taken during the coronavirus pandemic.
Można nadużyć swoich obowiązków, można złamać obowiązujące prawo. Ważne jest tylko jedno, żeby robić to pod pretekstem COVID-19.
People can take advantage of their position. People can break the law. But only one thing is important: to do all that under the pretext of the coronavirus. Ladies and gentlemen, these provisions are absurd, bizarre. There are more important matters in Polish public and social life, which never became a pretext for this kind of provision. We know that there are examples of the abuse of law, the restriction of the civil rights, state officials' arrogance towards citizens, and large-scale legal chaos caused by the coronavirus epidemic. We know that there are many protests taking place in Poland and abroad. One took place this weekend, which was not broadcast by the mainstream media. There is also great chaos in state services and local government. We oppose all of that. We oppose the reduction of normal social life, the creation of complete chaos, the collapse of healthcare, and the Impunity Plus project.
That's the news. Thank you for watching. Stay with us for the weather, Poland Daily Business, and more programmes. But from me, it's have a good night and a better tomorrow.